Memes are weird, like really weird, and not only are memes really weird,
I used computers to turn the wildebeest into a Nazi.
but they're everywhere, and they're from everywhere. Whether it be a fully original joke you're posting, or you find the most obscure media in the world, it doesn't matter where you go on the internet. If you throw a rock, you're gonna find a meme. They're on every social media site, and Reddit, they're on YouTube, TikTok. I found memes on government websites. They're being used in marketing campaigns, and you can even find them over on the hub. Memes are so abundant that with the number of signals being sent out from the Earth and how loud we are, I wouldn't be shocked to learn that aliens out there have probably been rickrolled. If you've never seen a meme before, then you must be so sheltered, you probably still think that birds are real. Looking back, we can see memes are old, like really old. In the past, we have found cave paintings of people drawing some not safe for work things millennia ago, and I like to think that the cave bros back then were laughing about those crude images in the same way that we do today. Even looking back a century ago, memes were beginning to take root in the form they have now. Check out this 1921 newspaper cartoon being counted as the first meme by the BBC, and people are still making the same joke today. Humorous comics like this have exploded in the last century. The funny pages have been guaranteed their own section in the newspaper since the late 1800s, but it's really hard to pinpoint a specific starting point just because of how old they are. It's like looking into a Lego bin for a specific piece you need. I think one of the weirdest things about memes is that most people don't have a solid definition for them. Most people don't know what a meme is, but it's the kind of thing that when you see it, you just know what it is. There are memes that are musical and some that are silent. There are some that are still images and some that are hours long. I always thought that it was a weird internet word that just appeared one day, like pupper or chungus or skibbity toilet. They have origins, but the origins don't matter after the internet grabs a hold of them. But I think it's really interesting to look back at the origin of the word meme. It was developed in the 70s. A biologist named Richard Dawkins created the term in 1976 in his book The Selfish Gene to be reminiscent of the word gene. So in the same way genes are a part of every piece of you, they're your building blocks. Memes represent the cultural building blocks that connect us and give us communal similarities. In a Wired interview in 2013, Richard Dawkins was asked what he thought about the internet moving the word meme from the culture to the internet. The meaning is not that far away from the original. It's anything that goes viral. In the original introduction to the word meme in the last chapter of The Selfish Gene, I did actually use the metaphor of a virus. So when everybody talks about something going viral on the internet, that is exactly what a meme is, and it looks as though the word has been appropriated for a subset of that. And he's right. Memes can be virtually anything, and they have become everything. They're a source of laughter, they're a sense of community, and they are every frame of Revenge of the Sith. One of the wackiest sensations that memes can give you is when you've been reading one for years. Take this meme here where Loki says, "Yes, very sad anyway." I mean, I always read this thing in that way, but I recently watched the show and it sounded like,
"Yes, very sad. Anyway."
Like, what on earth was that? He put so little emphasis on such an iconic line. Perhaps this is just a new version of the Mandela effect, where everyone just infers the portion of the meme that's missing until the source messes with their head. I mean, look at the difference between these two. You have visible happiness, and it's astounding how different they both sound. The number of memes I've seen made for or against Vladimir Putin is hilarious, especially since the attack on Ukraine started, and he deserves every bad meme that he gets, even though he probably doesn't enjoy it, and it's even more likely he doesn't even see them. But I don't feel bad bullying a world leader. There's probably 1 billion rubles between my jokes and him caring. In fact, send all your memes to Vladimir Putin. Blow up his phone. No, seriously, can someone blow up his phone? But it's not just memes themselves that hurt people. Have you ever had a friend that's source of communication was just sending endless memes every single day? The worst is when you have a friend subscribe to meme pages that just steal from others, so you're constantly being sent jokes that you saw weeks ago. But I guess that's a communication issue, not a detriment to memes themselves. That's small potatoes, though, because memes are a gateway to misinformation. I found a paper by Mark Dupas and Andrew Williams that says misinformation campaigns as conducted by foreign state actors in the 2016 election or by individuals controlling network of bots often rely on ordinary users to pick up a false story and make it go viral. Not only does the internet work to make others miserable, but politicians have been weaponizing it for their own gain. We know that memes are a force to be reckoned with. They can cost huge move studios millions of dollars by convincing them to put Morbius back in theaters so that it flops twice, or they can generate $2 billion with Barbenheimer. You might want to speculate that without the phenomenon, both those movies would have been successful on their own, but nearly every major motion picture of 2023 flopped. I wouldn't be so certain, especially for Oppenheimer. It's to the point that studios are probably going to try to recreate the phenomenon with Barbie 2 and a JFK biopic. Memes can create careers, they can destroy entire reputations, they can create propaganda and make friendships, and they spread awareness about public figures' deaths. I mean, the fact that I learned the Queen of England passed away from seeing this meme really shows what the world is like right now. Still, I think memes are good. And while others may disagree, I mean, remember when the UK tried to ban memes with Article 13? It's safe to say that memes are going to stick around, and it makes the world we live in feel like a parody of itself sometimes. But I think it's fun. Because of memes, we got to see PewDiePie get 40 million subscribers in a year. We've been given awesome songs like this masterpiece, What and Only by Mashed.
Paddle, ask her if she wanna slap it. I said, I'm sorry, baby, do you like it aggressive? She said you couldn't imagine. I know I'm a rebel.
Real-world political careers have been ruined. And we got Brian David Gilbert's whole career.
Why don't you join me?
With or without the internet, memes will always exist. Let's not forget about the Great Emu War, where the humans lost. If that's not a great meme, I don't know what is. So try to remember that when you're mucking about on the internet, memes can lie really easily to you. Jack's Films has a whole series about fake real facts that you can spread, which is really funny. So just be careful out there and fact check what you read, because you would not believe the number of people I've met who think Donald Trump is a real person.